Hi everyone, it's Miss Hilditch. I've got a couple of friends with me this afternoon. I've got my big black Labrador Sophie, who is having a bit of a snooze because it's afternoon nap time. And then I've got my little Sophie, who's going to help me do a bit of a job. So last week we sent some pictures home, some little booklets for you to have a look at that would show you your new classrooms and your new schools, because I know it's quite an exciting thing that you're getting ready for to join us at St Joseph's in September. So I thought I would try and answer some of your questions this afternoon that a few of you asked after you'd had a look at them. And little Sophie is here to help me remember the questions while big Sophie has a snooze. So I think Sophie's going to tell me the first question that you asked. So little Sophie said that somebody, after they'd read the transition booklet, wanted to know how they found their classroom. So when you come to St Joseph's, you'll be able to walk up the drive past where people park their cars, and you'll be able to walk all the way around the school to get to the reception classrooms. And if you're going to see Miss Allenden, if you're in her class, you'll be able to go through the side door. And if you're coming to see me and you're in my class, you'll come through the side under the canopy where there's lots of welly boots and things like that, and you'll come in that way. And if you're going to go to nursery, then you'll keep going and you'll go and see Miss Howard in her classroom or the woodland area. So it'll be easy to find when you come. Is that another question? Got another question. Little Sophie says that somebody wanted to know what you might bring to school with you on your first day. So when you come to school, you'll probably wear your uniform, which will be a really lovely purple jumper that says St Joseph's on the front. And you'll probably bring with you a coat because it might be raining, and a lovely purple rectangle shaped book bag. And you'll bring a water bottle filled with water so you can have a drink during the day. You might bring your lunchbox, and when you come to school you'll get given a reading book and a little reading diary, and then they can stay in your book bag and come to school each day. And you'll have seen the picture of the pegs, and that's where you'll hang your coat and your book bag, and they'll stay there during the day. What's that? Sophie says that somebody wanted to know what sort of things we might do during the day. So that's quite a good question, because the days will be very busy and lots of fun. So when you come in, you'll probably sit down and say good morning, and then we'll get busy doing our lessons, and we'll learn all sorts of things like writing, adding up, and we'll do painting. We might do some science and do some investigation and try and solve some problems. But there'll be lots of different things that you'll do. And during the day we'll have a break time as well, so you'll be able to get some fresh air, and we'll have lunch because I know you'll be hungry, and that's when you can eat your packed lunches that you might bring with you, or you might choose to have a school dinner, which might be something yummy and hot, so you can choose. And then in the afternoon we'll have some more fun lessons and some more fun learning, and then it'll be time to go home. And I promise you the days go really fast because there's so much to do and it's so much fun. Sophie says that somebody asked, can they bring their own toys to St Joseph's into school? You don't need to bring your own toys. There are so many things to play with. And also, we don't want you to bring anything that's your own, because it might get lost, and we know how upset you would be if your toy got lost or if it got broken. So keep your own toys at home, okay? Sophie says there's one more question, and somebody said, who can they ask for help in school? So I'm going to tell you that you can ask any of us for help in school. There are lots of teachers in school, and even though it might seem like a big and scary place, we are all here to help you. But when you're in your classrooms, when you come into nursery, or if you're coming to reception for the first time, you'll be able to ask Miss Allenden or me, Miss Hilditch, for help. If you don't feel very well, you can tell us. If you need something, you can ask us. And there's also two other people in reception, Mrs Edwards and Miss Nicholson, and they'll be there to help too. And if you're with Miss Howard in nursery, then you can ask Miss Howard, or you can ask Mrs Barton or Mrs Reese or Miss Lyman. But I promise, if you need anything, we are all here to help. So it looks like Sophie's going to carry on snoozing this afternoon, and I might try and see if I can get in the garden, but it looks like it's raining, so I will need my coat. Please don't be worried about coming to St. Joseph's in September. I promise that we are one great big family, and there's lots of love and lots of giggles to be had in September. So I will see you in September. Bye.